surface. Russia's direct statement urging the United States to release Venezuela's president Nicolas Maduro and his wife is not just diplomatic noise. It is a carefully calibrated move, and it demands our attention. It is not a moment for panic, but for awareness.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 1L Real Talk Show. This is yours truly, Versace. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we woke up with the news from last night. Our beautiful men and women in the military went in Venezuela, captured Maduro. Allegedly, we all saw the famous Nike Tech picture suit of Maduro. And it's crazy, right? Have you guys noticed every time we catch somebody, there's always wearing an outfit? If it's not Adidas, it's a Fila tracksuit, or now it's the new Nike tracksuit. Maduro, what made me throw off the picture was, who sleeps with a Nike Tech suit? From head to toe, he was all Nike'd out. Or did he surrender himself? Because you guys got to understand this. When you've been a leader of a country for such a long time, you got enemies, you got good people, people don't like you, people love you. You're doing favors for other countries doing you a favor, and vice versa. That picture does not look like a man that was captured. That looks like a man that turned himself in to get out. Because the problem is, if Maduro was to escape by himself, they'll kill him. The cartels or whoever is doing whatever with him will kill him. It could have been China. It could have been Russia. And now what they're going to do is they're going to interrogate the shit out of him. And they're going to want to know what China was doing with him and Russia. This whole Maduro Venezuela case, it has nothing to do with fentanyl. It has nothing to do with drugs. It has to do with China and Russia doing business with Maduro. And the American government and Israel don't know what business venture these two or these three countries are doing behind our back. This is why this happened. And not only this, now they're saying that the Somalian in Minnesota, the scam, are all leading right back to Israel. And I'm going to show you that story in a jiffy. But for now, let's listen to this young man speaking. And let me know what are your thoughts on this.
For recognizing that we are witnessing the kind of event that adds weight to an already delicate geopolitical.
This is why China and Russia came out today and said, Donald Trump, you got 24 hours to let Maduro and his wife out. And Putin is not wearing a suit. He's wearing military outfits. So you know what that means? We might get a spanking out here somehow. Because one thing I learned about the American government, from outside looking in and from inside looking out, we do good things around the world, but we do good things for bad attention or for bad thing, right? So they'll show us this beautiful thing, but behind the scene, it's a disgusting scene. People that speak about it or put up videos or things like that, they'll take you out, you'll go to jail, you'll be demonetized, whatever. My job here is not to bully or harass anyone. My job here is to share all these stories and show my audience what's real, what's fake, and let you guys see the story for what it is, right? For instance, if I say, hey, guys, look, this, that, whatever, right? You guys are going to be like, nah, Versace, that's crazy, right? But this is why I always say, do your homework. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe nobody else. Just do your homework. All right?
Political balance. Maduro, a controversial figure by any measure, has long been a thorn in Washington's side and an ally to Moscow. That much is known. But this latest development, where Russia claims he is in the custody of the United States and openly calls for his release, marks a new chapter. This is not about ideology anymore. This is about sovereignty, precedent, and leverage. The timing is not accidental. With tensions between the West and Russia already high due to a myriad of ongoing disputes, and with Latin America's political equilibrium wobbling from left to right and back again, this incident strikes a chord that resonates far beyond Caracas or Washington. It forces questions about international norms, about the strength and limits of alliances, and about what really governs the interactions between nations when the headlines fade. This is not a story of Maduro alone. It is part of a broader canvas, one where great powers test each other, where
Well, let me know in the comments, guys. What are your thoughts on this Maduro case? I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. But let's finish.
influence is asserted not just with weapons or treaties, but with signals, narratives, and bold diplomatic assertions. It is also about how smaller nations become arenas for larger conflicts. When Russia speaks up like this, it is rarely spontaneous. Every word is calculated. Every declaration is part of a larger orchestration.
When you film, cook, and
Crazy.
grill
Wow,
all day like
come on,
I do, staying
commercials.
healthy can be a challenge. Dose for your liver has made it a lot easier. My days are nonstop filming.
So the question is not only what happened to Maduro and his wife, but why Russia chose this moment to make such a visible demand, and what they hope to achieve from it. These are the questions that matter now. This is not about taking sides or embracing sensational claims. It is about keeping your eyes open to the games being played at levels most citizens never get to see. These games are quiet, sometimes ruthless, and always consequential. And when one of the players steps forward with a move like this, the smart thing to do is not shout or speculate, but watch. Watch closely, listen carefully, and start connecting the dots. This is one of those moments. The message from Russia is not just an appeal for the release of a detained leader. It is a chess move aimed at reshaping the board. From a strategic perspective, the timing is notable. The United States, at least publicly, has not confirmed the capture or detention of Nicolas Maduro or his wife, which immediately turns Russia's statement into something larger than a mere diplomatic request. It becomes a provocation, or perhaps more accurately, a provable statement of intent. Russia knows exactly what it is doing. By framing this as a defense of a sovereign nation's elected leader, they position themselves as the protector of international order, a narrative they have consistently tried to project to counterbalance what they see as American overreach. This demand is a direct challenge to U.S. authority in the Western Hemisphere, a region that Washington has long treated as its strategic backyard. At a time when American influence in Latin America is facing competition from China, and when left-wing governments have returned to power in several countries across the region, Russia sees an opening. Venezuela has always been more than just another ally for Moscow. It has been a symbol, a foothold in Latin America, an irritant to Washington, and a client state for arms deals and energy agreements. If Maduro has indeed been detained, Russia's demand is not just about his freedom. It is about preserving a symbol of resistance to U.S. dominance. Moreover, by making the statement public, Russia forces Washington to respond, or to refuse to respond, which sends its own message.
Let me know in the comments. What are your thoughts, guys? What do you think is going to happen here with Maduro allegedly being captured? I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. And make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button, chat. That's all I ask from you guys. I love you guys. See you in the next video.